Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be giving a speech about the harbor seal, commonly referred to as the common seal. Have any of you ever been to the Pacific or Atlantic coast of the ocean of the United States? Besides the ocean being one of the most awesome and beautiful places on Earth, the harbor seal lives on both coasts. That means that not only are you in an amazing place, but you get to see the funny dog-looking seals. If you have been, you have most likely seen the seals somewhere on the beach, coral, or maybe rocks. If you've never seen a harbor seal, there are two different types. There are the dark phase seals, which have a shiny coat and dark spots scattered throughout, as well as the light phase seals, which have a yellowish coat with pale ringed dark black spots. Depending on the area of the ocean you are in, they will look different. I've only ever seen the light phase seals in person. They are pretty funny looking. To put a picture into your mind of how the harbor seal looks, imagine a shiny, hairless dog face with whiskers but no ears, on a floppy body of what is called subcutaneous fat, and then flippers. If you've ever seen them in person, it's even more funny than the way I describe them. Sometimes they will even bark, which sounds similar to a dog. They're super funny. They also hop around, almost like a caterpillar that doesn't have legs, so it has to hop around instead. Now that you have a general idea of the look of the harbor seal, I will explain the size. An adult harbor seal can be as small as 145 centimeters or 57 inches in length, and as large as 190 centimeters or 74 inches in length. On top of their fairly large length, they can be heavy too. They are as light as 80 kilograms or 176 pounds, and as heavy as 170 kilograms or 375 pounds. The reason they are so heavy is because the ocean is cold, so they need this blubber to keep them warm. To be more specific about size, an adult male can be as long as 75 inches and as heavy as 375 pounds, while a female can be as long as 67 inches and as heavy as 320 pounds. Big old blubber dogs. Some things that the harbor seal likes and dislikes are sleeping, eating, and reproducing. If you see a harbor seal, it is most likely laying down on the beach, enjoying itself in the sun. Usually they are sleeping whenever they are not hunting, on beaches, coral, rock, and sometimes water for short periods of time. They like to eat fish, shellfish, crustaceans, and other sea creatures. You can tell they like their food by the size of their blubber. Now, some things that the harbor seal dislikes are predators, ocean vessel collisions, and fishing nets. Usually, they like to stick in large groups to avoid being eaten by other predators while sleeping or hunting. Sometimes they also get stuck in fishing nets, which is a lose lose situation for both the seal and the fisherman, who could have caught something, but he didn't, and the seal got stuck. They can also be run over by ocean vessels, such as fishing boats or other motorized vessels of any sort. I don't blame the seals for disliking any of these things. I mentioned in the beginning that seals live on both sides of the United States, Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. But where else? They live in many aquatic biomes, including the Arctic. These are near Arctic, Arctic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and the Palearctic Ocean. They can live in salt water, sometimes fresh water, and temperate water. They live in quite a large range of land. Thankfully, the harbor seal is considered least concern by many people and institutes, with a worldwide population of 350,000 to 500,000 seals. However, there are some subspecies of the harbor seal which are waning to a population of about 1,000 seals or less due to hunting and other diseases. Finally, here are some characteristics about the harbor seal. The scientific name for the harbor seal is Phoca vitulina. The seal pups hit sexual maturity at about 3 3/4 years. The gestation period, which is the time that the mom seal is pregnant, can be as long as 289 days or 10.5 months. Sometimes seals bark to ward off predators or occasionally people. If need be, they are a good source of food for humans, but they can also get in the way of fisheries as well. Lastly, and most important, they are a keystone species, which means their food and hunting habits keep the ocean ecosystem running the way it should by limiting the amount of a certain species that can live in the ocean. They eat organisms such as mollusks and crustaceans, which need to have a controlled population for a healthy ocean ecosystem. And that's all. Thank you. The information that was used in this speech was derived from the following sources: NOOA Fisheries, Wikipedia, and Animal Diversity Web.